Cancer, what up, doe family? Welcome to Swimming Through the Void. This will be a general message today for the sign of Cancer, wherever that resonates at for you. In your birth chart, keep in mind we all have a fourth house. We all deal with Cancer energy in some way. Time and energy are fluid, so take what resonates here today. Don't try to make the story fit. Leave the rest for someone else. And these readings are also timeless. So whenever you do stumble across this message or this message finds you, Cancer placements, there will be something here for you to help bring you clarity and confirmation, to help empower you, to help you align. As we're going through this eclipse season, these transits, these portals, family, it's a huge shift collectively speaking. Cancer, for you, it's no different. I'm seeing beautiful energy coming through, so I feel like Spirit's going to have something to say. For Cancer today, first card to come through, I use this Faceted Garden Oracle deck along with this Keepers of the Light Oracle deck just to help me catch a vibe and see what the overall feeling of the message is going to be. We started with the sun today, family. So beautiful energy, beautiful way to start the reading. Definitely good vibes, sunshine, right? Happiness, healing, higher consciousness, Leo energy here. So sun, pollinator. This is similar to Six of Swords energy, Judgment energy. It's the release of the old, right? And it's kind of like getting over that hump, right? The worst of the storm being over, and this is where we are sailing to new lands, new territories, right? So the sun, the pollinator, moving into this new energy. The star, this is alignment with your destiny, alignment with dharma, alignment with your manifestations. It's also deep soul level healing. Star, in the tarot at least, is the card that comes right after the tower. Right after that tower gets knocked down, the star is where we are kind of recalibrating, refocusing, recouping, right? So sun, pollinator, star, lots of bright light out here. And then we have the Lotus card, the last card to come through, and on the bottom of the deck we have the Gemstones card. Both of these cards, to me, especially with the pillar under it, right? Hermit, we've made it to the end of the cycle, to the top of the mountain. Both of these cards, especially back to back like that, Cancer, is the energy of, victory. It is the energy of overcoming. It's the energy of ascension. This is, you have been formed through immense pressure, right? Like the diamond under the ground. You have come up out the mud, right? And this is just an energy that's tough as nails here and standing in victory. So not only that though, it's like, think about a gemstone or a diamond, Cancer, and the process that they go through as they're created, being formed, right? It really is. They're being formed under immense pressure, but after all of that pressure, they come, out the other side of that, just beautiful, perfect, flawless, multifaceted, high vibrational gemstones, right? Gems. And so there's something about, everything that you've been through. We have Bridget, inner strength. Everything that you've been through, Cancer, nothing has broke you, right? You've truly taken the higher road, is how I'm hearing it. You're doing the work. You're looking within. You're taking responsibility and truly coming up out the mud. So if you notice in this Lotus card, the main Lotus here, the main character, is literally almost like a beacon of light to the lotus flowers around it, right? And it's because this lotus has risen so far, so high up above the muddy waters that it's come through. So this speaks to, Cancer, how far you've truly come. I really feel like this is a huge shift for you. There's definitely downloads coming through for you, the vision, right? Understanding, deeper wisdom coming through from heaven, from the astral at this time. And the divine is asking Cancer to ground that down, right? And as I was tapping into your energy, it's a really rainy day. We have this huge blanket of clouds over the sky, and this is not a message for everybody, but as we are kind of grounding down, maybe it's time to just go within. Maybe it's time to pump the brakes. Time to take a breath, time to go up under our blankets, take a nap, have a good cry maybe, or a release. And I feel like organically this is happening collectively as we do have the North Node and Chiron right next to each other, bringing up this wounding so we can heal, right? This next year, really, this next 6 months at least, very, very potent time for healing, right? A lot of things coming up that we're able to sort through and do what we need to do with it. So I'm looking forward to this year. I feel like it's truly going to be a huge year, a major pivot point for us. And Cancer, for you, it's feeling very good. So Sun and Star out here as well. And then we look at this Lotus and it's just up there like on stage. Some of you may be gaining some recognition, fame. Some of you may be blowing up or just shining your light in some way, whether it's like you're putting your art or music out there, you're putting your craft, your healing, your business, whatever it may be, right? This is Cancer shining your light truly and being a beacon of light to others, truly stepping into your dharmic role of being a nurturer, being a healer for those around you as well. So I'm going to pray real quick today. I'm really excited. We have been sent this, the Luminous Void Tarot. Shout out to the Void family member, the swimmer that sent this Luminous Void Tarot deck to us in here. I'm really excited to see how this deck kind of speaks to the collective. But I'm going to pray real quick and then we'll dive into the message. We'll start with this double major deck and grab a theme of the message and then we'll get into it. Ooh, that might not be the way to shuffle these guys. So let's do it. Cancer, Hermit on the bottom. Holy Divine Mother and Father. Holy Spirit. Spirit guides, guardian angels, archangels, ancestors, messages for Cancer today for their highest good. Anything Cancer needs to hear or know, any messages that will bring Cancer clarity and confirmation, any messages that will empower my Cancers, any messages that will bring healing, wisdom, understanding, any messages that will help Cancer align with their highest selves, their highest timelines, their best lives, of course, above all. Any messages that will help my Cancer family, Cancer placements, align with the highest divine will be greatly appreciated. All praise and glory to the Most High forever and ever. Amen. Shit. Cancer, I almost said Virgo, Hermit on the bottom, right under that Page of Cups. Simply put, you've made it to the top of the mountain. You're shining your light. You truly are moving from a place of higher awareness, right? You've acquired deeper levels of wisdom and understanding through your trials and tribulations, and this is about kind of taking what you've learned, the tools you've acquired, the wisdom acquired and gained through your experience, and it's like dreaming bigger. The whole collective has been getting this message of dreaming outside of our perceived limitations, or at least because that's kind of that might be difficult to do, right? Or at least being open to being filled with this divine inspiration that may go past what we think the future could be or whatever, right? So let's grab the theme. Double Sag energy on the bottom with Temperance. So this is the double major deck. What's the theme of Cancer's message? Should I please, Spirit? I think it was the Star. It's the Star. So Star, 2 more flew out. Page of Pence, new ideas, new direction. Yeah, and the Hermit. So here we are. You're between worlds right now. And with that Sag energy coming through, it didn't come out, but that always calls for patience. And it does feel like you are in the lab whipping it up right now. Cancer, you are tapping into your inner alchemist and you're turning the lead into gold. You are, again, taking all that mud. You're letting that mud be the fuel that got you through it, right? And I hope that makes sense. It's like you're taking what you've been through and you're using that, right? For growth, for healing, right? So with this Hermit, this is the alternate version of the Hermit. And if you see, the Hermit's actually taking a little break. He's taken the light out of the lamp, right? Which is the light in the lamp is the wisdom that he's gained on his way up the mountain, right? That's the light that we use to light our way forward. But in this depiction, he has taken that light and used it to start a fire, to heal himself, to rest for a minute, to catch his breath, to chill, right? So also using the tools that you've acquired, using your light right now to chill on top of this mountain and gather yourself. Like I said, recoup, recalibrate, refocus, right? And so Lady Venus, Earth, Gaia, and Bridget with inner strength. And then on the bottom here as well, we have Melchizedek with higher learning. It says you've learned from experience. More inner study is required to further progress. So it feels like a pause, a divine pause, as we wrap this cycle up and step through this opening doorway. So now we'll jump into the tarot. We're going to start off with your energy, Cancer. So what do we have at the heart of the situation for Cancer today, please, Spirit? Have to get used to shuffling these cards. This has been an energy that I've been seeing for you as of late as well, Cancer, where I feel like a lot of you are really pulling your energy from certain relationships and certain people, situations maybe even. So what is going on for Cancer? Yeah, I don't know. I might have to shuffle these differently. Okay. So we are at a bit of a pause, a crossroads, right? So I see the Eight of Wands, though, as well. So I see this energy like gaining momentum. I see you leaving behind any shady person, right? Some of you may be kind of going through the ending of a like a breakup or a break apart, whether it's romantic or otherwise, right? This could be kind of going separate ways with a business partner. You could be going separate ways with like distancing yourself from certain family members or dynamics at this time. What I see, though, Cancer, is that you are ready to go, right? There's some pretty chaotic energies coming through for you. 5 and 7 of Swords, though, is letting me know that, you know, maybe some things came to light, right? And this is where things are clicking. You're seeing things clearly, and you're like, I'm not putting my energy into whatever this is anymore, right? If it's just draining me, if it's betraying me, if it's bringing me down. So it feels like you are at a crossroads right there, or between worlds when it comes to moving away from certain situations. So let's see what we have crossing you, Cancer. What energies are crossing Cancer, please, Spirit? Thank you. So and this has been a major message for the collective lately, where it's like imagine being at a play and the curtain closes and they're like setting the scene for the next, they're setting the stage for the next scene. That's literally in your challenge. We have the Wheel of Fortune, 2 of Discs, and 10 of Cups. So it's like there's imbalance here. There's emotional imbalance. There's imbalance in our world, but the wheel is turning in our favor. There's a huge shift happening right now, Cancer, and this is acting as a catalyst to help bring us into alignment with this new energy, right? Magus on the bottom of the deck, where attention goes, energy flows. This is the Magician card in this deck. It's a Gemini energy, and it's all about it's really the divine's way of saying, Cancer, you have all the tools at your disposal to make this magic happen, to help set the process in motion of aligning with whatever the vision may be. So this is bringing you out of this imbalanced, turbulent, up and down, all over energy into this fulfillment, peaceful, grounded energy. Let's get a little further, though. So there's some deep healing happening here through this, because this boils down to your internal relationship with yourself, standing up for yourself, speaking your mind, speaking your truth, setting healthy boundaries, self-love, as well, right? And so I feel like anything that's kind of rising up at this time that is causing that chaos or that turbulence or that disharmony, it's really, again, the divine's way of saying, here, something is out of alignment. We need to get this together in some way, and we're obviously all being divinely guided toward whatever it may be. It's different for all of us, but that hermit energy is of connecting to that space. So let's see what we have incoming for Cancer. With this wheel turning in your favor, it's turning toward this 10 of Cups. So what is this? What is incoming for Cancer, please, Spirit? Yeah, ooh-wee, Cancer. You're not taking it you're not doing it. So I'm connecting to, it seems to be a very specific message. I hope you're able to take something from this message. Hanged Man coming out in reverse with the 3 of Swords, 7 of Cups, 8 of Discs, 9 of Discs, 10 of Swords. It feels like you are closing the door, right? With the Hanged Man in reverse, it's like with the 3 of Swords, it's like we are not going to stay stuck in this hurt, in this pain, in this bullshit, whatever it may be. And this can play out so many different ways, right? So like I always say, don't try to make the story fit, but this is about you ultimately choosing your peace, choosing choosing to do what's best for you in order to continue on your soul's journey for your highest good, to build whatever your soul, or experience whatever your soul came here to experience. 8 of Discs, 9 of Discs is letting me know that Cancer's completely shifting the focus to themselves and getting in build mode. So it's like it's almost like something clicks and it's like, all right, that's it. 10 of Swords, like this is overkill is how I'm hearing it. This was overkill. Yeah, this is probably with a past person. Probably, maybe for some of you, you may be dealing with like some type of past life karmic justice that you will overcome. 6 of Wands, King of Swords, but it's gonna take, like we said, getting our head in the game and saying no more, or this is what it is, or like King of Swords, right? We're speaking our truth unapologetically. We are making decisions from a more detached place of logic, as opposed to emotions, insecurities, pride, fear, ego, all of those things, right? So this is where it almost feels like Cancer's spirit is taking over and saying, all right, so it's like something just clicks and now we're working on us. We are moving toward these blessings, right? And away from this BS, whatever the BS is here. Some of you also may have been dealing with financial difficulty here. If that's the case, I'm seeing something click in that aspect as well, where it's like, oh, I could just do, like there's some type of opportunity or click that happens where you're able to not have to worry about that, right? But it's a decision and an action. It's a decision and an action. So let's grab what the advice is. Ace of Discs, but it's probably going to be a decision, 8 of Swords, and an action, Ace of Discs. So what is the advice? There's one more actually flipped over in here. High Priestess. So that's just Spirit's way of saying, Cancer, we all know deep down, right? Whatever the advice is, it's like Spirit's like, we've been telling you. That Cancer knows. So what's the advice for Cancer, please, Spirit? Stay strong. Have the courage. Move back to wholeness. You have the power. 8 of Swords, 10 of Discs. This is not overthinking what's best for you. Empress, right? Strength. I am going to have the courage to do what is best for me on a soul level. I'm going to do what is going to align me with my 10 of Discs. We all know what that is, right? 8 of Swords is saying, don't let the ego come through and start talking you out of it, right? When we have that knowing and then we start stressing and overthinking, that's the ego, right? Trying to come in and have its way. So there's something intuitive here. And Cancer, you're the most intuitive sign of the zodiac. So it's like, Cancers, be knowing. Eight of Swords is don't overthink what you know, right? Don't keep yourself stuck. Don't keep yourself bound, anxious, tied up to whatever that devil energy is, whatever that karmic energy is, right? Have the courage to clean the slate. Have the courage to trust that the divine is leading you into this clean slate for a higher purpose in order to Empress 10 of Discs move you into where you need to be, where you want to be, right? 10 of Discs and Empress is literally your empire, your queendom, your kingdom, whatever your spirit came here to create. That's what the 10 of Discs is. It's different for everyone, but this is where we definitely have all our ducks in a row. It's going to take strength, Cancer, right? World, to end this. Fool. So it literally, we have strength 8, infinity, karma, right? Contracts. And then we have the Fool in the World, the first and the last major arcana here. These cards are so sick. So if you did send this, please email me, because there was no name. It's such a bummer when we get stuff here and there's no name, right? So I can't give credit and show love. So please shoot me an email or a message if you are the one who sent this Luminous Void Tarot. What a beautiful deck, beautiful energy. I like the way spirit works through it. Fool, World, 2 of Cups. You deserve love, Cancer. 9 of Wands, 8 of Cups is like, again, strength to walk away. Don't give up on yourself is what Spirit's saying. 4 of Discs, it's about getting out. We got to get out of our comfort zone and loosen our grip. And that loosen our grip means either let it go, let them go, or let the idea of how we think it needs to be go, right? The Magus. And then focus on 4 of Wands, what it is you're trying to come into union with. What a huge message. What a huge message for you, Cancer. This got to be one of the biggest messages we've had in a grip. Very clear, very powerful. A lot of majors out here. Your advice. Strength, Fool, World. No, it went Strength, World, Fool. 8 of Swords, 10 of Pence, Empress. Whether you're a male or a female, Empress is the divine feminine energy. It's attracting. It's pulling in, right? And so a lot of inner work being done here. A lot of internal work. Hierophant. Yes, you're moving to the next level. So much wisdom gained. Spirit's saying take some time to meditate. Make sure you are getting enough sleep. Take a nap if you need to, family. Don't overdo it when it comes to like drinking or any type of escape right now. Sit in the sun, take a walk out in nature, do something you're passionate about, listen to some music, draw a picture, something like that. Give yourself these next few weeks to chill and kick it with Spirit, family. I'm telling you, we're at this divine pause. It's Mercury retrograde right now, right? We just stepped through the eclipse portal, so take care of yourself. Love yourself. Let's grab some oracle cards. Hold on one sec, y'all. Oh, okay. So there's also something about something got messed up. There's something about going back to that to properly close the door or tie it up or whatever, right? So there may be an energy like that playing out for you as well right now, where we're being called back to something to do it right or to close it out or to, it's like if we left a door open, it's like coming back to close the door, right? To make sure it's locked. That type of energy coming through. So what's the message for Cancer, please, Spirit? Yeah, these cards are so fine. Check this wheel out. I hope you guys can see it with the ring light right there. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I can't really tell. Winter's Dream, gestation period. I don't know how that got out, but Covenant, sacred contract. So let's just see what wants to come out. But that gestation period's all about that pause. It's the winter period. It's just stillness, silence, shedding, clearing. What's the message for Cancer? I knew it. I knew it. The initiation, the crossing. Heart, home, compassion, moon maiden, new beginnings, root girl, number 46, which is a 10 in numerology, new beginnings. I always say 10 is where we're tying up the loose ends and closing the door. So literally, but this is deep. This is so deep, Cancer. So for those of you that this message hits for, this message, this is it. Tell me what you feel when you see this message, when you see this card, rather. Before I read it, I'm going to hold it up here. Feel free to pause the video if you need to. Hopefully this will focus. A little jittery because of the caffeine, so hopefully you're able to see it. Like I said, you can pause it if you need to, but the root girl is all about our disowned self, right? The root girl. So what do you feel? What do you see? What does this card say to you? Cancer, if this was the only card that came through for your reading, what would the message be? Drop it down in the comments. I love reading you guys' interpretations of these cards. Your downloads are beautiful. It's always cool to view something through a different lens, you know? Root girl, the disowned self, hidden beauty, and the need for acceptance and love. And the need for acceptance and love starts with ourselves, and it's not easy, right? Root girl sits shivering, unclean, and naked at the base of a tree of the self, of the tree of the self. She's unloved, unwanted, and shunned for her deformities. She has no home, but is safe burrowing underground to dwell near the deepest roots of this sacred tree. Who is she to you? Could this urchin be the part of you that, if reintegrated, can lead you to wholeness and true purpose? I'm telling you, so Spirit needs you to know, though, because there's somebody watching. Just like we said at the beginning, it's like the mud that you've made it through, the dirt, the grime, the muck, the shit that you have made it through is so powerful. There's parts of ourselves that we disown, that that get fragmented from our traumas and stuff. And those parts of us, that's where our power lies. So Cancer, there's something here about you accumulating the alchemizing. It's like you grabbing the essence of the power from your trials and tribulations. Who is she to you? This is a part of you, the embodiment of a deeply flawed perception of your failures, manifesting as guilt and shame. When you project envy onto others, or any emotion or instinct that you've learned to repress or deem unnatural, it's this homeless self-child crying for attention, acceptance, and love. You want to lash out, ignore it, push it aside, all the while refusing to acknowledge this ugly quality as belonging to you. But if you would only look into the root girl's eyes and see the beauty in the unmet need, your unmet need, you would realize that this part of you asks for your compassion and understanding. This part of you was born when you were wounded, or when you were conditioned to believe that you were not whole, that your expression of self is somehow too much or too little. You may have even inherited this creature from your ancestors. However, it was this child self came to be curled up at the roots of your sacred tree self, it's time to welcome her into your heart. When you do, everything you've been searching for becomes illuminated and your path lights up with renewed purpose. Sorry about that. When you come to love Root Girl and claim her as your own, accepting her and your humanity, she's transformed just as you are. Then all manner of magic begins to arrive in abundant form. Look for the beauty. Cancer, look for the beauty. Wow. That's I felt that too. I was like, this is some deep inner work here. It's kind of hard to put that stuff into words. So again, I hope this message helped. I hope it made sense to you. That Melchizedek, though, is no joke. It's higher learning. It says more inner study is required. Now you've learned from, and now you're it's like we learn it first and then we embody it, right? So you're truly like shining that light that you have acquired now. So what's the message for Cancer, please? Spirit. What's the message for Cancer? Sacred Scar. Man, Cancer, this is and then the 888 Ishtar Lion's Gate, which has been coming through a lot lately, but this is all about, the cracks is where the light shines the brightest. Like our scars, our wounds, our wounding. And this is number 11. So it says your inner and outer scars are marks of your soul's courage. They're signs of strength and survival, of your willingness to be alive. The sacred scar speaks of that which once caused pain being transformed into higher knowledge and inner power. Trauma shall be transformed through spiritual initiation, leading you from woundedness to wisdom. You have nothing to be ashamed of. You can trust in your healing process and in the hidden higher purpose behind things happening as they do. You are strong and you shall flourish on all levels. Some experiences are hard to weather. Even when our intention is to trust, going through a challenging time is likely to give rise to suffering. Consider the mother eagle raising her precious eaglets in the sanctuary of a meticulously padded and fiercely defended nest. They know the safety and comfort until one day the mother, who provided unceasing nurturance, abruptly pushes them out of the nest and into the air. She knows this is how they will learn that they can fly. For the eaglet, there's not yet any such knowledge. Disoriented and disturbed, but eventually innate instinct overtakes confusion, and those brave little eaglets begin to flap their fledgling wings during the plummet from the nest. They've learned the purpose of the tough lesson, and they've grown. The trauma of disruption became their initiation into power. You don't have to enjoy the process of growth, but you can always trust that it has your best interests at heart. However, do not confuse negative, especially traumatic experiences as something that Spirit has inflicted upon you. Spirit would love for our growth to happen in the most joyful and peaceful ways possible. As our relationship with Spirit heals and strengthens, this can be the way we grow more often than not. However, Spirit also knows that sometimes we are to move through intense experiences before we can gain access to that light. Those experiences can teach us things only those who have truly suffered and brought their suffering to consciousness and healing can know. The lessons learned include compassion, wisdom, strength, and fearlessness, faith in Spirit and in humanity, and the recognition of the challenges of awakening whilst having trust in the ultimate power of the light. Such a soul becomes a truly badass and divine human being, a powerful healer, and a light bearer for this world. The Oracle of the Sacred Scar lets you know that your greatest struggles are the pathway to your potential. You're not being punished. Those circumstances have not been imposed upon you by Spirit, but Spirit will work with you to free you of negativities and bring you into the light, stimulating the sacred alchemical wisdom within the heart that knows how to distill the goodness, grace, and healing from even the most terrible experiences. If you're deep in suffering now, know that Spirit is with you, loving you and bringing you this oracle. You shall heal. Do not give up. Proceed until you're exactly where you most want to be. You have the inner spirit to ensure that even a negative experience will only cause positive growth in you and your life. So that, thank you, Spirit. Om Namah Shivaya. That perfectly explains the root of the challenging energies that are arising at this time. And the way that I explain it is like, it's deep inner stuff, right? Because it's like, just how do you break this stuff down? Me, I have like 5 words to choose from. I got to pick, it's like, that said it perfectly though, where it's an initiation, right? And I feel like sometimes when we say that, people's egos get triggered. Like, Spirit, why would spirit do that? Or they get mad at spirit or whatever, right? And that's completely normal. But truly, this right here is real life spiritual ascension. This is real spiritual. Nobody talks about the ugly side, the dark side, the part where you have to literally take responsibility for your life. And most of us, do not want to do that. And look around us, right? So for those of you that are doing the work, namaste. I love you. I appreciate you. I see you. Thank you for showing up, because when you show up for yourself, you show up for the world, right? And not in an egotistical way either. Like, when you show up for your soul, you show up for the world. So let's grab a message from this Moonology deck, and then we'll grab a message from Ma before we tap out. Cancer, thank you again so much for being in this space. Thank you for stopping through and showing love. If this message was entertaining or helped in any capacity, I would appreciate it a ton if you slap that thumbs up. Helps these videos with the algorithm and all that BS. It helps get these videos out there. It really helps the channel and is greatly appreciated. And thank you to everybody who takes the time out of your day to watch, to hit that thumbs up, to share these videos, sends donations, all of the gifts. You guys are beautiful. Thank you so much. It is beyond words. It's truly the most gnarly honor and privilege to be here with y'all. So I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Cancer. Cancer and collective, really, right? Show the world the real you. Even the parts that we can't run. And I'm telling you, family, when we own that, that's power. So it says the end of a tough cycle approaches. Have faith in your dreams. Show the world the real you. Let's grab a message from Ma before we tap out. Divine Mother, what's the message for the Cancer fam? A chapter in your life is closing and will not be reopened. This will be reason for celebration. Whatever you need to release right now shall create the space for what is divinely destined for you to manifest through her grace. You shall enjoy a change of pace and release from intensity. So open your heart to the beginning of a golden era. And then you got Kama of Kali as well. You're being offered a spiritual gift from the Divine Mother. Your path need not be one of endless exertion, connecting with pleasure as a path of personal empowerment, intending to bring spiritual benefit to the collective through the softening and opening of your heart, is an act of worshiping the divine feminine. So let yourself receive her loving gifts. And that is what I mean about our energy shifting into that Empress, that divine feminine energy of pulling in, of receiving, of attracting, right? So I think this just chilling there as well. It says it's time to free yourself from what has been, learn from it, but do not allow it to define or direct the course of your life. Wow, how crazy. That's like the same message. Give up your stories about the past. You have outgrown them. Kali consumes mistakes, sins, and negativities. So let her free you now so you can be open to the gift of your life unfolding. Cancer, gang, gang. Sheesh, what a message today. What a message today. And your advice, literally like all majors. Strength, Fool, World, Empress, Hierophant on the bottom, 10 of discs. Let's freaking go, family. Before we tap out fully, we're going to take just a quick second to take a deep cleansing breath. We're going to use our will, our intention, our visualization, our imagination to draw in this divine cosmic energy, this prana. Picture it as white or gold energy in the air, like white or gold static or smoke. Breathe it in, fill your body, fill your aura up with this white or gold energy. Then we're going to pause, hold the breath at the top, and imagine ourselves glowing as bright as we possibly can. And then as we release, we're going to exhale very forcefully, watching any negativity, any doubt, any blockages or lower frequencies, period. We're going to watch any of that in the form of black or gray, smoke or static, leaving us so the divine can help us transmute that into this beautiful shining light. So first things first, Cancer, we're going to take a deep, full, complete breath out, empty your lungs completely, and then we will get this breath in. So go ahead and breathe out. empty, 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 empty. Now breathe in. Hold it, squeeze Mula Bandha, lift up on your perineum, raise that energy up your spine, now pull it down, lock it into your heart space, watch yourself glowing as bright as you can, keep squeeze, 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 and I just spit a little. Release. Cancer, gang, gang. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I hope this message has found everybody blessed, well, and great spirits. I hope y'all have a blessed rest of your day. And I will see you beautiful beings on the next reading. Peace and blessings, moon children.